If you're a kid, teenager, or a mom trying to start a YouTube channel, you might be making this top 5 beginner mistakes that you don't even know you're doing it consciously. So, here we go. Now, before we continue, you might be interested to download my free YouTube Journey Jumpstart Guide. Link is in the description down below. A lot of us, we want to become a YouTuber is because we've probably seen our favorite YouTuber and we want to do the same thing. Or maybe it's because you enjoy storytelling or you've been making videos at home and you decide to make one and upload it to YouTube. But one thing that you have to know is that there's a big difference between being a YouTuber and just having a YouTube account. That's because being a YouTuber needs a lot of work. So I see a lot of kids, teens, or moms trying to start a YouTube channel. They ended up having stuck with not knowing what to do after they post 1, 2, 5 videos and then they lost all the momentum. So what happened? How did you really get to this point? So to let you know, the first big beginner mistake that a lot of new YouTubers does is that they don't know what their channel is about. So here's what I mean. Creating a YouTube channel requires you to be really focused in knowing what you want to do in your channel. Now, a lot of us might want to do gaming videos, but you'll probably be playing a lot of games, whether if it's Minecraft, Roblox, Valorant. But guess what? You can't have all those games packed into your channel alone. That's because if somebody happens to see your video, well, they're gonna want to subscribe to something similar. But it's very tough for all of us, especially at a young age, to be really focused and try to do 1 or 2 things. That's usually what the adults do. So when you try to put all topics into one channel, that makes you very hard to focus and expand on the topics that you should be making. Every YouTube channel should have one big topic, and then in that big topic are divided into small little topics you could possibly do out of that big topic. Another reason that is very tough for you to focus is that I know you're probably starting YouTube channel out of excitement and you probably didn't plan things through. But luckily for you, YouTube is not really a place where you have to rush things. There's always a do-over, and what I would advise you to do is that you should probably sit down and list down a list of things or what you want to do for your YouTube channel. The goal is to know what your channel is really about and how many video ideas you could possibly do. Now, someday I'll be creating another video that talks about how you can have unlimited video ideas for your channel. But for now, you can try to plan your channel and try to write as many video topics as you could possibly do. Now, another mistake that you could be doing is that you're not ready to have yourself in the video. As a kid, as a teen, or maybe even a mom, we've seen other people doing YouTube and we feel like, wow, that's just so simple and the storytelling is amazing. And when we try to do it ourselves, we find out that we're not quite ready to actually be in the video. Some of us, we probably have some self-esteem issues. We're probably not too confident yet. And some of us might even mind some of the things that we have about our own appearance. But guess what? Usually when it comes to this kind of stuff, it is only you are having that thought, not everyone else. How many times have you guys gone to a YouTube video just to watch that video and judge how somebody looks like? Nobody really does that in reality. We ourselves are our own harshest critic. But I can understand how somebody who's not used to the camera might not want to be in the video. Even I myself, I was a little bit shy when I started making my first video. I was minding a lot of things, or whether are my cheeks too big or my eyes too small. But after a while of making a lot of videos, you tend to just forget about all these things, because what's important for your viewers and your channel is what you have to say and what your video is about. So when that happens, a lot of you guys will try your best to not even be in the video. Now, this includes not appearing in the video or not even speaking in front of the video, which is something that you at least need to be doing because people need to feel your personality. Now, if you're not ready to be in the video, you can insert text inside the video to let people feel a little bit about your personality. But that, of course, is very difficult because you have to keep on watching the video and insert text at the right time. So what I would suggest for you to do to get yourself ready to be in the video is to make a lot of videos and don't publish them. You can imagine that I probably made a lot of videos with me sitting in front of the camera and not publishing them at all. After watching those videos that you made about yourself and not posting it, you're gonna pass through the phase where you feel shy about yourself. And then you're gonna start to mature as a YouTuber and you won't worry so much about the insecurities that you might be having about yourself. And that's where you start to create videos that really make sense and have your personality shining in it. Watch a lot of videos, but you still don't know how to start your YouTube journey? That's because you haven't learned the right skills yet. And these are the skills that you can find when you join my coaching program with Coach Vincent. Link is in the description down below. And that mistake is gonna have to do a lot with the next mistake, which is you are expecting too much out of your first video. So a lot of us, when we decide to do our YouTube channel, we probably take a long time just to upload our first video. Why? That's because it could be you're expecting too much out of your first video. Now, when I started my YouTube channel, of course, this is my first video and you don't know much about Coach Vincent, but I have a separate YouTube channel that I do as well. And that channel itself has gotten over 2 million views in my first year. So when I decided to start doing that channel of mine, it took me 8 months to work on my first video. Well, that's because I was trying to perfect that video too much and it took so much time and it took so much of effort just to make it really good. And after 8 months, as soon as I hit upload, I realized I should have done that 7 months ago. I should have not taken that long to create my first video. And that is something that I've seen a lot of my students does as well. They took too long to create their first video and they wanted to perfect how the video is being edited. They wanted to perfect how they look. They want to perfect how they sound, and they want to perfect their video to make it look really nice. But that nice is usually just about how beautiful it looks or how high quality, which is really tough. Because when we start our YouTube channel in the beginning, we won't have like the perfect lighting, the perfect camera, even this is not a perfect background for me. But if you start to want to perfect your video and you're expecting so much to make your first video as the best video, then that is where you're going to stop your YouTube channel from growing. Because you're not focusing on the right thing, which is creating a video within like 2 weeks and then just roll it out and then focus on the next one. Moving on to another big mistake that you're not realizing you're doing is that you don't realize that you're actually not making a YouTube video. And what I mean by that is that your video needs to make sense in the space of YouTube. So it's very hard for a new YouTuber who has less than 1,000 subscribers to be having viewers that comes into your channel. And in order to do that, you have to learn how to make the right type of videos so that you attract people to come into your channel. So oftentimes I've seen a lot of new YouTubers, they will take whatever that they wish to be creating that doesn't really have a formula, that doesn't really have a storytelling and a structure, and they will go ahead and record and edit and put it up just to realize that there are no views coming in. Well, that's because when you're so early into your YouTubing journey, you probably don't know that there are actually video rules and formulas that you have to follow. And because you don't have those formulas, you tend to rely on your own creativity in creating the next big thing, in creating your next amazing and interesting, exciting video that nobody has ever seen before. And as a result, when you do that, after 3, 4, 5 videos, you're gonna tire yourself and you're gonna run out of ideas on what to do. Worse still is that when there's no views and subscribers coming in, that's really gonna stop your motivation. And the next thing you know, your YouTube channel won't take off anytime soon. So what you need to be realized is that there are types of videos that you need to be doing specifically for your channel if you're less than 1,000 subs. And there are over 40 types of YouTube videos you could be doing for your channel. And if you're interested to know and learn and try to create those 60 types of videos, I would like to let you know about my highly effective program that I have crafted over 2 years and have helped a lot of students getting thousands of views for their channel just by making specific types of video for their channel. For example, one of my students whose name I'm going to alter a little bit to protect his privacy, Crossander, who is into coding and has been making a lot of coding videos but never really getting those views. And as soon as he learned from me in terms of what kind of videos he should be doing, his videos start to go to 5,000 views. And that video alone has helped him to get to 100 subscribers. If you enjoyed this video so far, like this video and subscribe to this channel. Also, comment down below on what are some of the mistakes that you are doing as well in your YouTube journey. But moving on to the last mistake I want to talk about is this. You're making your video when you feel like it. Now, I know a lot of us are young creators, somewhere around like 8 years old to even 16 years old. You're probably not ready to start something on your own and push yourself. And if you decide to do YouTube and you tell yourself you do it when you feel like it, your channel will not be growing. And it's okay if you don't want to take your YouTube seriously. But for those who really want to do YouTube, if you don't take YouTube seriously and really set out the rules for yourself to do YouTube, you might be missing out a lot of opportunities such as getting a lot of views from all over the world, having the chance of possibly making money for yourself, and even having contact with the creators of your dream. And I know a lot of you guys really want to do YouTube well because you have your favorite YouTubers and you are inspired by them and you aspire to be like them. So this is where you want to learn how to do YouTube better so that you don't waste years trying to figure things out on your own. A lot of kids and teenagers I've seen that say they want to become YouTuber and then start a little bit something, but they kind of stop halfway because they kind of want to do it when they feel like it. And then 2 years later, I met up with them and they're still in that same position where they're asking me the same question on what to do for their YouTube channel, and they really want to do it, but they're stuck and they're not committed. So you don't want to waste 2 years, 3 years, 5 years of your life being in that same position just because you want to do YouTube when you feel like it. And I understand a lot of you guys have a lot of questions on what to do and where to go, and you have a lot of problems that you're stuck, that no one else can help you. And a lot of how to do YouTube videos out there are mostly for adults. So if you're stuck and you want something that helps to answer your questions on where you're stuck when it comes to your YouTube journey, then you can click on the link down below and get access to my free YouTube journey guide that answers your questions, that helps you to do your YouTube channel better.